What up, man? Back at it with another blog. Thank y'all for tuning in. It is your boy Lavish, and this is Lavish Thoughts TV. Major salute to all the supporters, man. I appreciate all the love y'all been giving me, and we here, man. You know what I'm saying? So to any new viewers out there, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, feel free right here to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more content. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into the video and get into these topics. So y'all see what we're covering today, and we're gonna chop it up. So we're gonna talk about first K Flock situation. As y'all know, he's currently locked up right now. Boy is fighting for his life. He's facing a murder case, and he's also facing a federal RICO case. So he's in for the fight of his life, and his trial started. I believe they just wrapped up day one, and I've heard some things about the case. Whatever, the first day of the trial, they were saying that pretty much K Flock was emotional, and that the district attorney was stumbling a lot, couldn't get certain things, and they wouldn't present certain things to K Flock's defense attorney, So it's a little iffy. So that's what I've got. And then also, too, I know they have a witness that got on the stand, one of his friends, which ain't no surprise there. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put this out there, right? I'm hoping that K Flock's beat this case. You know what I mean? I'm not here to judge or throw stones or anything like that. None of us is perfect. We all fucked up at some point, whatever. You know what I mean? He without sin cast the first stone. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I'm hoping that K Flock beat this case. And when I first heard K Flock, I've said it. I'm like, yo, this kid is gonna be the future. This kid is super talented, and I felt like he was gonna go places and do things. It's unfortunate that he's wrapped up in this situation, and this is gonna be a tough fight for him. So I am praying for the brother. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not here to throw stones. Ain't none of us perfect. We ain't got perfect lives. Whatever, it is what it is. But like I said, it's gonna be tough. Federal RICO, we already know that charge is not a joke. RICO cases is very serious. The federal government do not play around when it comes to RICO cases at all. So K Flock got a lot on his plate right now. Now, leading up to his trial, a lot of things have came out, whatever, especially about his murder case, right? Now, when it comes to the murder case, right, I believe that K Flock might have a chance of beating it, but it's going to be tough. And the reason why I say it's going to be tough is due to the fact that New York City doesn't have a self-defense law. They have this shit, what they call justifiable homicide, which I think is ridiculous, but whatever, that's neither here or there. They had this thing called justifiable homicide. They don't have self-defense, whatever. What's going to make this murder case a little difficult is the fact of when they said that he passed by the barbershop and the Oscar dude came out and approached him, and apparently he turned around to walk away, and then allegedly Flock shot him, you know what I mean, when his back was turned. If that was the case and his back was actually turned, then that's going to make things a little difficult. Because how self-defense work, of course, it has to be in the instance where your life is actually in danger. But they look at the self-defense in a certain way to say, okay, either this is self-defense and this is not. So him turning around is going to make things difficult, because they can easily say, well, even though he had a gun on him, he turned around and walked away, so the threat of you losing your life was no longer there since he turned around and walked away. So if that's the case, then that's going to make things difficult. You know, what's helping K Flock in his murder case is the fact that Oscar did come outside first and approach him, and he did have a weapon on him. So, you know, that's what helping, because I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, ain't nobody walking around with an illegal firearm unless you ready to do some wreck. You ready to cause some havoc out here. You ready to hit something. I just got to be honest. And, you know, what's also going to fuck up Flock a bit is the whole social media thing he was doing. Pictures he was posting. And this is why I say to you young dudes out there, y'all got to be careful on what y'all posting out there. Because trust me when I tell you, you don't think that the police is watching on social media. They are, and they're using social media against you. And these police officers, these agents, are out here creating fake accounts and secretly watching y'all. And that person that followed you that doesn't have a profile picture may be a police. I'm telling you, like these agents, these officers have figured out so many ways to go after y'all. And y'all have nobody to blame for yourself, because y'all self snitch on yourselves all the time with the things that you're posting and things that you say out your mouth. And then the people around you who supposed to be your mans, they're telling on you. You just messing yourself up. Stay out the streets. It's not worth it. You're only going to end up dead or in jail. So K Flock may have a chance to beat the murder case. If he beats the murder case, then he has a chance of coming home. As far as the RICO's concerned, ain't no way he beating that. Unless you John Gotti or Nicky Barnes or some shit. Those are the ones that I know in history that actually beat the feds a few times. But this ain't back in the days. This is now. It's hard to beat them now. With the talking that people was doing, the technology and everything that they have to make their cases, Flock is not beating that. So the best thing, if he can beat one of those if he can beat that murder, then he has a chance to come home. And then if I was him, I would take a plea on that RICO. He already got a couple years in, take a plea, get some years down. He's young, so maybe he can get like off that maybe 8-10 years, do 80% of that time and come home. I think that's the best thing for him. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. And just to put it out there, I'm not trying to sit here and pretend like I'm an expert in this thing, whatever, I'm a lawyer. I'm not none of that. I'm just telling you things from my perspective, experience. I've been through the system before. I've had lawyers, all that stuff. I study, so I know these things. So I'm not like that. So I just had to put it out there because, you know, you got people out here that like to talk shit on the internet and say, oh, what makes you an expert and all that stuff? And it's like, bro, I never said I was an expert. Pay attention before you open your mouth. You know. But y'all let me know in the comment section what you think about this whole K Flock situation. You know, I'm hoping for the best of him. You know, I want him out here and doing this thing, you know, and like I said, it's gonna be a fight. So y'all let me know in the comment section. Do y'all think he's gonna beat both his cases? Only one? Let's talk about it. The last topic now that we're gonna talk about is what's been going on up north in them up north jails. So I've covered this topic also as well, where, you know, Robert Brooks, he was an inmate in Marcy Correctional Facility, upstate New York. He was brutally beaten and murdered by those racist COs up there. And you already know that them COs have been arrested, they've been charged, and now they're going to court for this case right now. And, you know, like I said, rest in peace to Robert Brooks. Praying for his family. You already know my stance when it comes to the inmates, whatever. Just because they're locked up doesn't justify you treating these inmates like garbage. These are still people at the end of the day, you know, and that's my stance on that. The only inmates that I feel that don't deserve mercy or anything like that and don't need to be here, period, are inmates who commit rape, are PDFs, child killers, and just the worst of the worst. Y'all don't deserve mercy. And that's just all I have to say. Another inmate in another psychiatric prison across from Marcy was viciously killed. His name was Masira Nari or Nazi. If I'm probably saying the last name wrong, I apologize. But this kid was beaten bad and he's no longer here. And there's an investigation. Now, my dog's in the back going crazy. Now, they have this investigation going, and then the correctional officers upstate is going on strike. And I'm looking at this, and then they're trying to put off this image of them being innocent, and then they're trying to tell people on the news that, oh, we're not being treated right in these prisons, and it's dangerous, it's a crazy environment and things like that. That's why we're striking, and we're trying to get rid of this HALT Act that the governor is putting on us and things like that because of the whole solitary confinement thing. And here's my thing, right? Yeah, you can sit up here and say that, but people are not stupid. We know the real reason why you're striking and you're not coming back to the jails and coming back to your jobs, because at the end of the day, when you sign up to be a correction officer, they tell you that prison is not a cakewalk. Prison is a dangerous environment. You knew what you were signing up for when you went to them jails. And now you all of a sudden want to say, oh, it's not safe after you had years in? I'm not buying that, bro. And a lot of people is not buying that. You know what you got yourself into. And if you ain't built for it, and you was really scared for your life, you wouldn't have done the job in the first place. The real reason why you're striking is not just because of no HALT Act. You're afraid because now the truth is coming out. And what the truth is that a lot of those CEOs up north have been brutally killing and abusing those inmates for years. Intentionally starting problems with these inmates just to find a reason to beat them up. Handcuffing you, doing the worst of the worst. And there's been rumors, allegedly, of bodies being buried and nobody know where their loved ones is at in those prisons. Abuse and neglect and violence by these correctional officers has been going on for so long in them jails. And you guys are finally getting exposed. Y'all didn't think those 11 officers was going to get charged. And then now it's coming out that prison workers have been covering up these beatings and these killings. So now that the truth is coming out, and also too, because my brother is up north, he in Sing Sing right now. Free my brother Clarence. My brother is up north right now. And they're going crazy in the jails. The inmates are starting to fight back. And that terrifies y'all. So all this act that you're putting out there, oh, I'm scared for my life, HALT Act, we're not buying that. And truth be told, I'm glad that these inmates is turning up, and I'm glad the truth is coming out there. Because I'm sick and tired of my people getting abused by the system, and people like this, these evil correction officers, getting away with it for so many years, and just overall corruption, period. So I'm glad the truth is coming out. Because these guys are inmates that give you the validation and the right to unalive them, to beat them brutally. Nah. I ain't trying to hear all that. It serves you right. And I really hope these officers get convicted and karma's gonna come. And that's all I got to say about that. Rest in peace to those two that lost their life. And that's all I got to say. So, y'all already know what time it is. Let me know how y'all feel. I appreciate y'all again for tuning into the channel. We got more blogs coming. I promise y'all, because I just been tied up with a lot with work, but I'm going to be back consistent, and, you know, we're going to keep the channel growing. So, salute to y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm about to go drink and chill. So, let me know what's up. Peace.